Dear students, today we will discuss the concept known as random variable. So, before we discuss about random variable, let us recall the experiment known as random experiment or indeterministic experiment. The experiment where the results are not certain, that means the results are uncertain, are known as random experiments or indeterministic experiments. So that means we cannot say exactly the outcome, but we can say the possible outcomes. For example, if you toss a coin, then the possible outcomes are head or tail. So these are the collection of possible outcome. So this collection of possible outcome is known as the sample space. Similarly, if you toss a coin 2 times, then we can say the possible outcomes. The possible outcomes are head and tail, head or head tail or tail head or tail tail. So that means we know about the possible outcomes. The possible outcomes are head, HT, TH, TT. These are the possible outcome if you toss a coin twice. So this collection is known as the sample space. If you take any subset of the sample space, that is our event. For example, if the event is we have tossed a coin and we wanted to know what is the chance of getting head, then our event set is containing the element H. And to find the probability of getting that event, we have a simple formula. So probability of that event is equal to number of elements in the event, that is 1, divided by number of elements in the sample space, that is 2. So the chance of getting head is 1 by 2. That is the probability of getting head or tail, that is 1 by 2. So in some situations, it is difficult to work with the symbols. So what we need to do is, we wanted to assign this symbol a real number. We wanted to assign this symbol a real number. That assignment is known as the random variable. That means a random variable is a function, say x, from the set, that is sample space, to the real numbers. So x from sample space to a real number. So if you take any element here in from the sample space, its image will be a real number. For example, if I define x in the second experiment, so what is that second experiment? So second experiment is tossing a coin twice. So if I define x as, x is the number of heads. So when x counts the number of heads, then x assigns HH to 2. So x of HH is equal to what? 2. That means it assigns the symbol into a real number. Similarly, x of HT, this is same as x of TH, this is equal to 1. And x of TT is equal to 0. No head here, therefore it is equal to 0. So these values 0, 1, 2, these are called the values of the random variable. These are the values of x. That means values of the random variable x. The random variable may be discrete or continuous, depending on the values of the random variable. If the random variable x assumes the finite values are countably infinite, then we say that x is discrete random variable. So for example, if x takes the values 1, 2, 3, etc., then x is called discrete random variable. So example, already we have considered example of tossing a coin twice or thrice, etc. Then you can see that its values are 0, 1, 2 in our previous example. If you toss a coin 3 times, then the values of the random variable will be 0, 1, 2, 3. Similarly, if you toss it 4 times, then it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So like this it will continue. That means it takes the values, discrete values, or countably infinite values. So therefore, in this case, x is called discrete random variable. So when we say that x is a discrete random variable, if x assumes the finite or countably infinite values. And the second, the continuous random variable. What do you mean by continuous random variable? Continuous random variable means the random variable x assumes continuous values in the real line. That means if the values of the random variable is a interval in the real line, a comma b in the real line, then the random variable is called, then x is called continuous random variable. Continuous random variable. Example, the length of the telephone conversation in a booth. If you calculate the length of the telephone conversation, you will find continuous values. That means the random variable is a continuous random variable. So next let us discuss about cumulative distribution function of a random variable. The cumulative distribution function of a random variable x is denoted by f of x with suffix x, or simply you can call it as f of x if x is a single random variable, and is defined as fx of x is the probability that the random variable is less than or equal to x. That means we have to calculate the probability of the elements of the sample space such that its image under x is less than or equal to x. So this is known as the cumulative distribution function. The properties of cumulative distribution function. The first property is fx of infinity is equal to 1. That means if you add probability up to infinity, its value will be 1. So maximum value is 1. And fx of minus infinity will be 0. So that means the minimum value of the cumulative distribution function is 0. Therefore, the cumulative distribution function lies between 0 and 1. If the value x1 is less than or equal to x2, then fx of x1 is less than or equal to fx of x2. That means the cumulative distribution function is non-decreasing. The probability density function PDF. The probability density function is denoted by small letter f, x of x, or simply f of x, and is defined as fx of x, that are PDF is the derivative of the cumulative distribution function CDF. PDF means probability density function is the derivative of cumulative distribution function. The properties of probability density function. The first property is the probability density function is non-negative. That means greater than or equal to 0 for every value of x. And if you integrate from minus infinity to plus infinity, the probability density function, its integration is 1. This is in case of in continuous case. In discrete case, if you add the sum of the probabilities or probability density function, in case of discrete, we call it as probability mass function, PMF. So that sum will be equal to 1. Or this is same as fx of infinity. This is equal to fx of infinity. So then what is the fx of x? Fx of x is integration from minus infinity to x fx of x. So minus infinity to x fx of x is actually fx of x. This is the cumulative distribution function. And the fourth property is probability that the random variable capital X lies between two values x1 and x2 is the integration from x1 to x2 fx of x dx. So if you integrate the probability density function between x1 to x2, you will find the probability that the random variable x lies between x1 and x2. So this is equal to capital Fx of x2 minus Fx of x1. That means what? You can split it as integration from minus infinity to x2 minus integration from minus infinity to x1. That will gives you the integration from x1 to x2. So integration from minus infinity to x2 is Fx of x2 minus integration from minus infinity to x1 is Fx of x1. That means you can if you know the probability density cumulative distribution function, you can find probability that x lies between x1 and x2 easily with the help of this formula. So just you find out what is Fx of x2, Fx of x1. So Fx of x2 minus Fx of x1 will be equal to P of x1 less than x less than x2.